Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to You Don't Win Anything with Kids. And before we get into the match today, which is of course against Yeovil, like I said in the last episode, I do have some kind of good news. Let me scroll up here. Quintaka, where is he? He's around here somewhere. There he is. Quintaka is back. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a work permit for him, but he has joined us for the next... In fact, has he just signed a 1-year deal? Alright, we'll have to offer him an extension to that. But he has signed for us for the season, which is good news. We are trying to loan him out at the moment to see if we can get him a work permit. In terms of other players who I'm trying to shift, Furlong I'm trying to get rid of. I'm not sure if he'll accept a release. I'm also trying to get rid of Eastman, and so far no one's wanted to buy him. No one's wanted to take him on loan. So I think the only thing left really is to release him on a free transfer and hope that my board allow it. Same with Wes Thomas. I just want him out. He's a complete bad influence on the team, so I just want him gone. That's it as far as I'm concerned. He's out. Right, so we have got the match against Yeovil. I'm going to try and get into it as quick as possible this time round. We do still have a few injuries. Francois is available though. He's on injections. He is available. McNair is out though. Unfortunately, he has picked up an injury. The player we could replace him with is Hogan, and you know that's a pretty good replacement. Sub midfielders, well, Wilson is back, so I can play him instead of Ortega, and then swap Wilson with Bobo. Wilson isn't back. Spence still isn't back. We don't really have any other strikers in the team. So it looks like Smith is going to have to carry on up front, even though he's not fully fighting fit yet. In terms of the defence, Stevens is tired, but he is such a commanding player for us. It'll be foolish to not play him, really. I am actually looking at our substitutes. I think I'd have White on the bench rather than Driver, and then swap White with Hogan. So in that sense, we've got better options now than we had before. I think we actually have a stronger team here now as well. So let's try that. Let's see how that goes. So who do Yeovil have playing for them now? Sam Hoskins used to be on loan at Stevenage. Stephen Gleeson. Is that Brendan Maloney? I believe it is. They got 2 sub-keepers, so that tells me something. They've also got Sylvan Ebanks-Blake playing for them, who's a good player. Was I right with... Yep, was Brendan Maloney. Okay. Apart from that... Oh, Joel Grant I know of as well. Apart from that, though, not many players there that I really recognise. Did I miss out Moore? I do know who Moore is. If that's Byron Moore. Which I believe it is. Plays as a striker. So apart from that, I don't really recognise many of their players. So, you know, hopefully that's a good sign for us. Unknown quantities can be a bit dangerous, but I imagine a lot of our squad is an unknown quantity to them as well. So, who knows? It might still work in our favour. We have had to reject another bid from Jones, from Liverpool. So that might upset him a little bit more. Because I imagine going to a club like Liverpool to him would be a really, really good career option. But I know for a fact that he wouldn't get a minute's game time there. We also, interestingly, did have a transfer bid for Douglas Pringle coming from Everton. So maybe offering him as the part exchange to try and get Browning wasn't such a bad deal from our director of football at all. I'm still rejecting it though, because I'd rather keep hold of Douglas Pringle. And we're going to have to use his midfield expertise now, because we are 1-0 down. Kevin Dawson, who is also an unknown quantity for me. He scored. Barrett with the free kick, and again, defending set pieces. No one picking up Dawson. Poor goal to concede. Really, really poor. Hopefully we can get ourselves back into it. It's one of the advantages of conceding an early goal, is it gives you more time to actually get back into it. There is also the risk of conceding more and more goals as the match goes on, but hopefully we actually score. Oh, is that onside? It is. Francois. A minute later. Literally a minute later. So our debut in the Capital One Cup is back on track. After that goal from France. And that was a well-worked move down the left-hand side, actually. Very, very good ball over to Jones. Clever ball inside to Bobo. Skipped it through. No chance of Francois being offside. I don't know why I had the doubt in my mind. And a very, very good finish. Up and over the keeper into the roof of the net. That's what's good to see. He's technically still injured, but he managed to score the goal. And unfortunately, he's now going to have to do it again because Lamieres? I don't know. He scored though. Hoskins with the ball across. Again, poor defending at the back post. I have no idea where Villa was during all of that. But there was the goal. Jones with the long throw now. Kirch on the near post controls it. To Wilson. Drove it at goal. Mejias with the save. That name does sound familiar to me as well, actually, thinking about it. Maybe I do know who he is. Right, it's worrying me every time they attack now because we look very, very fragile at the back. There's Gleeson on the volley, and it's 3-1. O'Brien is definitely not our best keeper. As soon as King's back, the better, I say. And if we can get a work permit for Quintana, we had him on trial all pre-season, and he was actually showing as being our best goalkeeper, which is kind of what I wanted for him. So fingers crossed that that's still true. Even if he has to go out on loan for the season, if we can get him on a deal for next season, and if he can get a work permit, then that'll be very, very good news for us. Just need him to play in some internationals. Alright, Francois tried to dink it forward, just half intercepted, booted forward to Moore. He has got players in the middle. One of them is Gleeson, saved by O'Brien, and now it's a corner to Yeovil, which does not make me feel any better in the slightest. That makes me feel worse. Now it's a goal kick. I can relax a little bit. Still need to improve though. 3-1 down. Even if it is our debut in the competition, I expect us to be playing better than this. Right, Wilson tried to pass it, was intercepted. Tried to pass it again and was intercepted. Kirch with the interception this time, plays it forward to Smith, who has controlled it well. Mantum on the ball now. Over to Villa. Crosses it to Wilson. It's a good effort and a good save. Cleared for a throw. So that's better. Trying to get ourselves back into the game a bit more before half time. Didn't work out as well as we wanted it to. And I am going to have to make a sub at half time. I'm going to have to bring Stevens off to save him for our league matches. So I'm going to take a bit of a punt and bring Hogan on. Hogan apparently is also interesting Premier League clubs. So maybe getting him on now and seeing what he can do isn't such a bad idea. Wilson with the free kick, high and wide. I have reviewed my set piece takers, so we should have better free kick and corner takers now. If we can get more chances to try that out, we might be a little bit surprised at the results. Manton with a good interception. Not a great ball upfield, but he did stop the attack, so that's the main thing. Right now it's get Yeovil to shut up shop and then try and break them down. Kirch with a good interception. Francois, clever ball over the top. Smith brought it down well. Shot blocked by Mejias. Comes back to Mantum, and that is his first goal for the club. And he took it well. He did take it well. Picking up from where he left off from Jeffreys United, which is, again, good to see. Our very, very well spread out fans seem to enjoy that goal. Bit of a ricochet around the box. Smith made the challenge there, which opened up the path for Mantum to thread the ball through. Good team effort there. And it was a very good ball over the top to Smith in the first place. And it was a shame that he couldn't finish it for himself. Right. Jones intercepts that one. Not a very strong header from him. Before we panic about where that goes, I am going to have to make a sub. And it has to be Smith that comes off. Because again, we need to save him. He's our only fit striker right now. I'm tempted. Yeah, I'm going to bring on Beckhold up front. And then I'm going to swap Beckhold with Francois. So Francois plays up front, Beckhold in behind. Beckhold's good in that little slot behind. We can move Bobo into the middle as well if we want. And put Beckhold on the left. Actually, that sounds like a better option. Let me do that very, very quickly. Beckhold on the left and Bobo through the middle. That does sound like a better option. Oh wow, that's a really poor goal to concede. Kiefer Moore, that's who it is, not Byron Moore. They're probably related thinking about it. Byron Moore definitely used to play for Yeovil. I think. Did he? Or could I might have got that wrong actually. Anyway, Barrett with the ball in. I've no idea where O'Brien's going. Moore broke free, no one picking him up. Just when we're starting to get our noses back into it, they go and deliver a sucker punch like that. All our hard work's undone and we basically have to start again now. Right, Hogan on the ball. Plays it over the top. That's a good one to Francois. Back to Bobo. Forward to Francois again. He goes down. Bobo finds Wilson. Into Manton. To Bobo. Threaded it through. Beckhold couldn't get on the end of it. Francois with the tackle though. Beckhold with the shot straight at the keeper. Again, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. Right, one last sub for the game. Bring on Grounds at left back. Take Jones off. Give him a rest. Played well, scored in the last match for us, of course. So I think he deserves a little break for the next league game. He's going to have a grueling season ahead of him. Being him and Klopmas are our only choice really at left back. And Klopmas, being the versatile player that he is, tends to do better off the bench. So it means Jones has to start quite a lot at left back. Hopefully though, that good finish from Beckhold. Great ball in from Wilson. Across the front of the keeper. And a good far post finish, Beckhold there. Snuck in behind his man. And you know, we could still get something from this match. Although Hoskins is broken through. Ooh, O'Brien. Again, shaky. Did enough to keep it out, but that was very, very shaky. Now it's blocked virtually on the line again. So it's another corner. Again, Barrett, their set-piece man, will take it. He swings it in. Moore won the header. This time it goes wide. We've got about 3 and a bit minutes to save this match. Maloney with the cross. Villa at the far post gets it clear. Hogan also gets it clear, but only as far as Barrett, who finds Dawson. He pulls it back to Maloney. That's a much better save from O'Brien. Much better. Very, very definite, that save, if that's the right term. And he held on to that one well as well. That's a much better performance from him. Did well to throw it out to Grounds. We have no idea what happened after that. And I think that's game over for us now, unfortunately. It looks like we're just out of time. And we are out of time. So it's a 4-3 defeat. We did well to come back into it. It is disappointing that we couldn't do better though. If we look at the stats real quick, we almost matched them in terms of shots. And shots on target we went far behind. Possession wise we were on top, as normal. Fouls, we could do with committing less fouls. And obviously, in terms of goals as well, defending set pieces is definitely our problem. I will have to review that at some point. But for now though guys, that's the end of the game. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subbed to me, then thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And until next time, I will see you soon.